guard, Cameron, the 6'7" power forward. And for Iowa United Prep, Arifan Diane is the player that you really do need to watch. He wears number 25, and he's 7 feet tall, 280 pounds, out of Canada. So we see the team out there on the court. Iowa Prep United, Khalil Sutton-White, the point guard. Maxandre Calixte is 6'6". He's on the court. Rayon Solhai, Navon Shabazz. You have the big guy in the middle. And that's about it there. It's Arifan Diane. And he will be jumping center. Man, that guy is just a man-child. I'm telling you, that's an absolute man out there. He's big. Okay, let's jump this baby up. Let's get this going. Cameron Boozer will be jumping center against him. So Boozer, 6'7", had 27 points in last night's win against Arizona Compass. And the ball is back tapped and is picked up by Caden Boozer, the point guard. So we are underway. Cameron Boozer. Oh, nice spin move in the lane and the finish underneath. That is Eric Diamit's move with that finish underneath. Outside, Navon Shabazz. Rayon Solhai. Kick out in the corner. Shot clock is down to 10. Good defense. Hoisting the long-range three was Khalil Sutton-White off the miss. Here come the Explorers. Outside, Caden Boozer goes deep in the corner. The shot was rushed up underneath. Well, they're moving the ball quickly. Jackson Richardson had it. Outside off the miss was Caden Boozer. And good hustle. Arifan DNA with the personal foul on the push. Nice spin move. And Solhai had the ball. Here he is again on the return. He'll pull up for three and banks it home. Huh. How about that shot? That was way off and got the benefit of the backboard. It's a 3-2 lead for Iowa Prep United underneath Jackson Richardson. And that is Tamu under the basket. No. Rayon Solhai. Solhai has it, directing traffic. A lot of good communication, a lot of chatter from both teams early on. They look for the post up underneath. They look for a DNA. That shot is way off the mark by Solhai. And underneath, that bucket will fall. And that is Marcellus Jackson with the basket. They call him Cello. So Cello Jackson with a bucket for two. And it's a 4-3 Explorers lead. So shot clock is under 10. Outside is Shabazz. His pull-up is no good. Navon Shabazz, 4-3 your score. Soaring all the way to the basket, the layup by Jackson Richardson. a four-star class of 2026. And it's 6-3 in favor of the Explorers. Underneath, we're going to get a foul, a whistle and a foul. Arafan DNA went up with that shot, and it got physical under the basket. Jackson Richardson will be charged with his first personal foul, so we'll see. At the free throw line, DNA 2026 class, speaks French, breaks the first of two. DNA, recruited heavily by Arizona State, misses both free throws by Creighton, Florida, and Louisville, along with Minnesota and offered by Illinois. Dribble penetration, that little floater from the short side was good for Caden Boozer. So Caden Boozer gets on the scoreboard. There's the steal, and the Boozers working it out, and the follow-up is good by Jackson Richardson. Showtime, folks, for the Explorers, now up 10-3. So they have that lob pass, and they were looking for a Jackson Richardson dunk to end that. And we're going to get a quick timeout by Iowa United Prep. It's pretty interesting here, this start. 10-3 in favor of the Explorers. Christopher Columbus High School, basically, out of Florida. The two Boozers, the brothers, the twins, are going to make quite a difference. They really will. They're headed to Duke. We saw Carlos Boozer was here last night. I cannot spot him in the Bougie Lounge here tonight, but oh wait, there he is. I see him. Okay, Carlos is here. Says, take care of my boys. They're good dudes. So here's the inbound right in front of us. It's Navon Shabazz. Up top, nice shake and bake move by Khalil Sutton-White. Up top, that was Sam Mbugazu, and that shot is a wild shot taken from the perimeter by Sutton-White. The other way, that ball, it's saved in bounds, but goes in the other direction. The bounce pass in the middle of the lane, and Mbugazu cannot pick it up. This is end-to-end action, and we've got a blocking foul that will go against Iowa United. Boy, this is a very fast tempo. So Jackson Richardson will go to the free throw line. Guerdy Jean will come to the court here, his first appearance of the night. And at the line, it is Jackson Richardson, long and athletic. Watched him play last night. Eleven to 3, your count early on. Richardson off of a game in which he was 10 of 11 from the floor and wound up with 24 points against Arizona Compass. 10 of 11. You really cannot get too much better than that, can you? Outside that three-point shot is an air ball. The battle underneath, and it is taken out of there by Eric Diami-Tamu. Caden Boozer. Boozer on the return. Boozer in traffic, lobs it up underneath, and it is taken away. It was stolen back the other way by Guerdy Jean. and a whistle under the boards, and the foul will send Navon Shabazz, the 6'4 junior, to the charity stripe. So 2 shots coming up here for Navon Shabazz. Shabazz first free throw is good. Keeper Jackson will report for the first time tonight for the Explorers. Second free throw is way off the mark. And here comes Caden Boozer. Caden Boozer, 6'6", and a point guard. My goodness, right? And there's his brother Cameron off the miss and the push off by keeper Jackson. So Jackson will be charged with the personal. That was an easy call. Just pushed it out of the way there. A couple of guys in the middle there just hanging out. Under 10.5 to go in the first half of play. The dribble penetration by Khalil Sutton-White. And we've got a help ball situation. Send in some subs here. Abraham Basima comes in for Iowa United Prep. Head coach Dean Oliver. Ball stays the same way. That pass goes to no one in the backcourt, and it is going to be picked up by Caden Boozer, and underneath the layup for 2. And Cameron Boozer with the finish underneath. Little brotherly love there. 13-4. Good double team up top. Boy, they are really stifling this Iowa United Prep team. Gwerdy Jean, little shovel pass underneath, and we get a finish by Sam Emengazu. So Emengazu with his first bucket of the night. Outside Caden Boozer. And brother Cameron for 3. That's one way to get a lot of assists, is to just, if you're Caden Boozer, just get it to your brother Cameron. Number 2, Cameron in the ESPN 100 behind Cooper flag. 16-6 is the score. The ball went out of bounds, and the last touch by the Explorers. Arfan Diane comes back in. Alexandre Calixte, I should say, comes back for Iowa, and Khalil Sutton-White to trigger it in. There's Sutton-White, lets it fly, 3-point distance, no. One and done, and the rebound was taken down by Diame Tamu. And there's an off-balance shot, no good for Caden Boozer. Back the other way. Navon Shabazz. And the penetration, a nice swivel move. No, it's a travel. Oh boy. I thought Basima did a good job there without moving his pivot foot, but they'll say that he did. And we see J.J. Sullivan, the senior, he'll get some action. A little bit of burn here for his first look on the court with 8:40 remaining here in the first half of play from Coronado High School here in Henderson, Nevada, just on the outskirts of the City of Lights, Las Vegas. Of course, Cameron Boozer's up top. He's just big and solid. Jackson Richardson. Richardson ran out of room. Deep in the corner, Caden Boozer. Off the miss. We've got a whistle underneath, and we're going to get a foul. So 16-6 is the count. Deep in the corner, that was Sullivan. Sullivan has the ball stripped. Outside, three-point range, Cameron Boozer for 3. 19-6, the score. The Boozer twins are playing very, very well in the early going. Very well. Good defense. Khalil Sutton-White, three-pointer, way off the mark, misses wildly. And out of bounds, it'll go to Iowa United Prep. Dean Oliver, the head coach, hired this past spring. Was a Division I assistant coach for 13 years. 10 years a pro player. Was at the University of Wisconsin as an assistant coach for the better part of a decade, and was at the University of North Dakota as well. Cameron Boozer, and the drive underneath. We've got a whistle, we've got a foul. Bodies were flying, that's for sure. That foul will go against DNA. So a pair of free throws coming up here. Eric Diame-Tamu makes good on the first. He joined us late. Right across from us, they have a lounge for all of the VIPs and coaches and scouts and what have you. Second free throw was good. That extends the lead to 15. 7:14 to go here in the first half. And that is the big guy, Dione, off the miss. Scramble for the basketball. And it's on the far side, and I'm screened out, but it'll stay the same way. Rayon Solhai will take it in. And deep in the corner, that is Khalil Sutton-White. Rayon Solhai off glass, no. Underneath, the rebound's gathered. It will not drop underneath for DNA. Let's see if Jackson can run it down. He can't. Jackson Richardson. Man, is he fast. This team is so athletic. The Explorers. Christopher Columbus High School in Florida. Khalil Sutton-White was out there. And that long shot is a banker for three by Rayon Solhai. So it goes down, a three-pointer, and it's a 21-9 game. On the baseline, sealed off was Caden Boozer. And so Boozer will have it when out of bounds off of Khalil Sutton-White. 20 on the 30-second timer. They get it in bounds. It's Cameron Boozer. Behind the arc, that shot does not go down, and the rebound to Khalil Sutton-White. Here's Sutton-White. He will work on Caden Boozer. Gives up a lot of height there, 5'10" to 6'6". Down the low block, DNA got it out in the corner, and J.J. Sullivan buries it. The class of 2025, Sullivan. 21-12, your score. Here's Cameron Boozer. Boozer stopped at the free throw line. Went over to Jackson Richardson. Timer down to 10. Good defense on the wing. Now back to Jackson Richardson. He better throw it up here soon. The clock froze again. They did not see it. The clock is frozen once again. So they have to stop the action here. No, the clock is frozen. Referee did not see it, so again, the clock gets frozen here. That's a technical difficulty, too, pushing the scorer's table. Oh, the ref just said technical difficulties and looked in my direction. I'm the cause of a lot of them usually, generally speaking, but not here tonight. So 5:25, the time put on the clock. I think I was the only one shouting that the clock wasn't moving, and Rayan Solhai will be taking it in bounds. Looks like we're good now. Back to the action. Look at the turn is Dene. His jump hook was a line drive that comes up short. Hits the front of the iron and off. Caden Boozer, pull up, 15-footer, won't go down. Dene with the rebound. And back the other way. Khalil Sutton-White. Three-pointer again, and that is good for J.J. Sullivan. Second triple of the night for Sullivan. And his team cuts it to a 6-point lead. So, two big threes. Michael Finane is into the game for the Explorers. And outside, that jump shot for keeper Jackson is not a keeper. And we're going to get a palm. So, carry called for the second time tonight. All I need on my bingo card now is a 3-second violation, and we'll be good. 6-point lead for the Explorers with 4:35 remaining. First half of play, Coronado High School here in Henderson, Nevada. It's a perimeter game. Jackson Richardson. Richardson pull up three-pointer. Hill the iron and off. Rebound is pulled down by Navon Shabazz. So here's Shabazz out of the forecourt. Shabazz will work up against Caden Boozer. Up top, Solhai. Back over to Shabazz. Shabazz sealed off on the baseline. Shot clock was down to 8. We've got a whistle and a stoppage of play. So wholesale substitutions coming in. Sam Mbengazo reports back. Max Kalikst returns. Around a screen, they got it outside to J.J. Sullivan, but they're sticking to him right now. Entry pass down the low block. It went inside, and that was Mbengazo, kicked it out. The miss by Sullivan. And another three-point attempt is no good from the perimeter by Kalikst. Back the other way. Here come the Explorers. And deep in the corner, that three-pointer will not fall. Keeper Jackson again. Tell him not to worry about it, do the coaches, the coaching staff of the Explorers. Say, just stick with that shot. He's been there in range a couple times, and he'll hit that eventually. J.J. Sullivan. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nice drive, but that shot was deflected by Jackson Richardson as he defended Rayan Solhai. And finally, the ball is turned over to the Explorers. 3:11 to go here in the first half of play. Explorers 21 and Iowa United Prep 15. Out of the backcourt, here comes Shabazz. Navon Shabazz, pull-up jumper, throws up an air ball. Jackson Richardson back the other way. Richardson reverse layup 2. So Richardson out of the class of 2026, a 4-star, very long and athletic. 23-15 is your score. In the corner, Sullivan passed up a triple attempt. He has 2 here. And nice drop step underneath. And we get a finish underneath by Sam Mbengazo from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Kinshasa. A little hot dog in there for Cameron Boozer. Threw it off the backboard, could not complete it. Got his own board. Saw that in the last game that was played here. The player tried to do that. That was Brandon McCoy. He wanted the flush, though, afterwards. Here's Solhai up top, head of the circle. Solhai step back three-pointer on the way. He'll the iron and off. Here comes Jackson Richardson down the lane. And we got a whistle and a foul as Cameron Boozer will go to the free throw line. Reporting back, Arifan Diane, 7-footer for Iowa United Prep. Cameron Boozer won 2 medals with U.S. basketball, averaged 25 and 13 at 17U, and played in the EYBL, top 3 in points and rebounds and assists. I would take it. EYBL 16 and under team. Second free throw is good, 25-17. So the Explorers are starting to open it up again. Here's a high screen by DNA set up top. Outside, Navon Shabazz. They come over on the right side or near side to us. J.J. Sullivan, he likes the other corner better. Shot clock is under 10. Navon Shabazz. Shabazz pull up. That shot is blocked. Three-point attempt was blocked by Cameron Boozer. Here's Boozer back the other way. Goes up with the left hand. No. Rebound fought for underneath. And deep in the corner, the shot rolls off by Caden Boozer. And a rebound. J.J. Sullivan comes out of there with it. 38 seconds to go. Arifan DNA. Turnaround jump hook. Can't get that to stick. Rebound to Cameron Boozer. Here come the Explorers. 28 seconds to go. Fadeaway jumper for Cameron Boozer. And underneath, picking it up and laying it in was Caden Boozer. So off the miss, little stick back for Caden Boozer. 27-17 Explorers. Froze again. The clock is frozen. 10-point lead for the Explorers. 27-17. Caden Boozer, clock is stopped, but he's still calling out signals there to his teammates. It's pretty good. The first 5-star since Jeremy Roach at Duke University, I should say. First 5-star point guard since Jeremy Roach there back in 2020. He and his brother both won a couple of medals there, Team USA. Number 5 point guard in the nation is Caden Boozer. Nine seconds, I think, will be the clock here. And here it is. We'll take it in bounds. And a 7 down to 6. Sutton. And he throws it up and hits it off balance and just chucked it up. And the bucket was good for Khalil Sutton White. So that brings us to halftime. And your score is the Explorers from Florida 27, Iowa United Prep 19. We'll be back with the second half after this. Welcome back from Coronado High School, Henderson, Nevada. This is the Border League, and the Border League is presented by the United States Marine Corps. And our stats are provided by Shot Tracker. Tony Cardasco courtside with our entire cast and crew here. And at the break, the Explorers from Florida leading Iowa United Prep 27-19. And you would have thought the way that the Explorers busted out at the start of this game that they would be running away, but you just have a team that's staying close there, chipping away in Iowa United. I went by their bench, Dean Oliver telling the team that they have to execute at a higher level in the second half if they're going to win this game. So let's see if that helped this team any. Alexandre Calixte throws the ball in bounds, and here's Khalil Sutton-White. They had the curl with Solhai, and they missed him. Thought it was a double dribble, and that three-pointer is up, and it is good. So Solhai connects on the three, off glass, and it's down to a 5-point advantage. Underneath, that is Cameron Boozer, and Cam with the miss. And the finish underneath for the Explorers. Khalil Sutton-White ran out of room. Oh, nice no-look pass, but it is stolen away, taken by Cameron Boozer. Boozer left it off in the lane, and we're going to get a whistle and a call. That's a travel against Eric Diame-Tume. So, a chance to cut into this lead even further. It's a 7-point advantage for the Explorers. High screen set up for Khalil Sutton-White. Outside, Solhai. Bounce pass by Gowdy Jean. Jean underneath, kicks it back out to Solhai. Sutton-White with 6 on the shot clock. Do they see it? Well, that is an air ball thrown up, no rim, out of bounds with 1 second on the shot clock. And this will be turned over to the Explorers. So we saw Arafan Diane try a shot that's evidently out of his range, and he missed it wildly, air ball. Outside, 3-point range on the way, no good for Caden Boozer. Back the other way, Khalil Sutton-White. There's Sutton-White. They work it around. The return to Sutton-White. Shabazz in the corner. Whistle away from the ball. And they're going to get a foul on the Explorers. So that is on Marcellus Jackson, the guy they call Cello. It's his first personal. So Cello Jackson. Up top, J.J. Sullivan, who banged in a couple of threes. Entry pass, bucket, will it count? No continuation, and Diane thought that should have counted. He was bumped, not in the act of shooting. Okay, so they get the ball, will Iowa. The United Prep. The inbounds came in, and that is Shabazz in the corner. Now he gets the ball to the top of the key. Here's Shabazz. Just taking his time. They're trying to set up a big screen by DNA, but there's a double team out there. Turnaround three-pointer. Sullivan hits his third triple of the evening, and we're down to a 4-point advantage for the Explorers. Go figure. The senior has made 3 triples, that one on a turnaround jumper. Here's Cameron Boozer underneath. The ball is sealed off, and Marcellus Jackson travels. Marcellus Jackson off of a game of 10 points. And I like what they are doing at Iowa United because Sam and Migazo is coming back in, and they just keep putting fresh bodies out on the court. Outside, once again, this one will not go. Rattles out for Sullivan. And back the other way. Marcellus Jackson, and underneath the finish by Eric Diame-Tamu. (31-25). On the wing, that's Shabazz up top. It's White. Shabazz three-pointer, lets it fly, and it hits. Connects. 31-28. We have a game all of a sudden. That's Caden Boozer. Boozer on the baseline, looks for an outlet, finally finds one. The big fellow, Eric Diame. And then the pull-up jumper, that's no good. So suddenly Cameron Boozer also going cold. And the ball is turned over to Iowa United Prep. So look at here. Just a three-point game with 12:10 remaining. Deeming. 31-28. That's the count here. Shabazz. Up top, Khalil Sutton-White. Deep in the corner, and a sideline violation there. Sullivan stepped out of bounds. It's a good thing. Probably would have just turned around and fired it up and in. Crossover, and the steal. And the head of the pack. The ball is taken away, and a foul will be charged against the Explorers as Guerdy Jean was driving to the basket. And there's a big guy at 6'8". Fourth personal foul on Eric Diame. With 11:45, you get 6 fouls here. That free throw is good. That ball looked a little wet. I mean, it might have touched the ceiling here. He's got some guard skills, a Canadian, Guerdy Jean. Class of 2025. Diame coming out of the game. Second one, Hill, the iron. Two players from Iowa battled for the rebound. It came down to the Explorers, and in the lane, we're going to get a whistle and a foul. As on the drive there, we saw Marcellus Jackson. So Jackson will go to the free throw line. Marcellus Jackson is 6'4". He's pretty thick. He's a big, tough body, tough to defend against. Free throw rolls out. 2-point game. So we see Carlos Boozers here across the court. Two-time NBA All-Star. His sons selected Duke as a package deal over Miami. The Twins did. And he said, hey, they deserve it. They've worked their butts off. And he's absolutely right, because it doesn't come easy. A lot of times people might expect, if your dad is a former NBA player, well, sometimes you might get a look from some schools, but not at Duke. No way. Not at Miami. So Miami would be staying at home in the hometown pretty much. Shot clock is down to 7. Here's Khalil Sutton-White, and underneath the finish. Guerdy Jean with the bucket, and it's a 1-point game. Under 11 to go here. And let's see, it is the drive and the finish for Caden Boozer. So Caden Boozer stops that little run there by Iowa. Shabazz. Deep in the corner. I think that was Gene off the miss. It was. Or actually from the corner, that shot was Navon Shabazz. So just blocked out over there. But in any event, the ball going back to the Explorers. John Shayer, I'm sure the head coach at Duke, who replaced Coach K at Duke University with the Blue Devils. Sure he's in attendance or has been here. Cameron Boozer takes it down the center of the lane. It should be a jump ball. And that is the call. Cam Boozer wanted a foul. I thought it was either a tie-up situation or even perhaps a travel. I thought there were a lot of hands in there, yes, but I thought that it was a tie-up before anything else had happened. There's a shot from the corner, no good, as that shot was taken by keeper Jackson. So keeper 0 for 3 from the corner on triple attempts. Back the other way. That was Gene with the ball. They tried to throw it on the baseline of the short corner and thrown out of bounds. That was intended for Sam Mbangazu. And back in Arafan DNA, 7-footer, 280 pounds. He dominated FIBA play with an average of 19 points, 11 rebounds in under 17 play. Played for Team Guinea. Outside, they're going to let it fly. That shot rattles out as that was taken by Jackson, 0 for 4 from the corner. Miss again. Keep at it, though. I mean, they're just ringing out at this juncture. 9:30 to go in this game. 4-point spread. Shabazz outside, sizing it up. J.J. Sullivan this time left wide open. He needed a hand in his face. We're going to get a foul underneath the basket on Deone. His last name, Deone, is spelled like Diane, D-I-A-N-E. A French descent. The ball stripped away and knocked out of bounds on that dribble penetration by Caden Boozer. So here's Boozer. Gets it in bounds. Brother Cameron, three-pointer, fills it up. That's how you do it. Well executed. 37-31. Under 9 to go. Navon Shabazz. Up top of the basketball is Khalil Sutton-White. Good pressure on the basketball. And J.J. Sullivan will turn the ball over. So Sullivan, who had a really good first half with those 2 triples, has one here in the second half. But they're going to need him to start being that sharpshooter that he was in the first half of play. His team down by 6. Marcellus Jackson to take it inbounds. 10 points, as we mentioned, against Arizona Compass here last night. Caden Boozer all the way to the bucket. Easy, too easy. Layup. No one defended. He splits 2 defenders and just takes it right to the rack. 39-31. Sutton-White had it. They try to get it on the entry pass inside, intended for DNA. Stolen away. Underneath the basket, that's Caden Boozer. And out of bounds, it'll stay the same way. DNA saying, hey, throw me like a bullet chest pass when you're going to have that entry. Basima reports back in. Abraham. Oh, they had the back door there for Diame. Outside three-pointer. That's going to be short of the iron. Off the miss by Jackson. And the long rebound comes out to Solhai. Now Sutton-White. Sutton-White Gets that huge screen by that monster of a man, DNA, but couldn't do anything with it. Shot clock again down to 10. There's a lob pass underneath, and an offensive foul will be called against DNA. I thought he did all the right things there, except for knocking down Cameron Boozer. But I thought, the entry pass up high, they threw a bullet pass to him, caught it, good hands, turned, made the bucket. I didn't think he did anything wrong, but scored through contact, but they're going to call the offensive foul, so he'll take a seat. And the Boozer brothers out of the backcourt. Caden Boozer. Here's Cameron. Cameron, look at the turn. Cameron pull up, 15-footer, swish! That was easy, too easy. Cameron's shooting finally breaks through there. 41-31 Explorers. We have a short timeout. We have a lot of action still to come here. A lot of action for you. We can't say Las Vegas, right, without action, I suppose. So after this game, we've got the hometown team, Coronado, that's Coronado High School, Coronado, as they'll be taking on Redemption Christian from Troy, New York. So that is the next game. And then after that, the matchup with Utah Prep and Florida Rebels. And the finale tonight will be Millennium, Arizona against DME, I should say, Academy from Florida. So those are the games coming up. And we'll be right here on League Ready, that's for sure. (41-31) Explorers. The ball inbounding to Iowa and United Prep under Dean Oliver. Off the weave, Shabazz up top, being guarded up top by Caden Boozer. Looks like an extended zone, matchup zone of sorts. Sutton got it around the horn, squaring up is so high, will not go down. Off the miss, back outside, straight on. Navon Shabazz, he waits for the screen, veers to the right, outside. It's White with the pull-up jumper, and that is good. Khalil Sutton White. And he cuts the lead to 8 with 6:37 to go. There's Cameron. Cameron will be playing at Cameron next year. Nice passing outside, and that is Diame. No. Rebound underneath. Offensive variety, and a foul will be charged underneath as Cameron Boozer was there to clean up. So Boozer 27 last night, and he's back into his groove now after he hit sort of a rough patch in this game where he just could not hit a shot. But after he hit that nice 15-footer before the timeout, could be back on track. DNA reports back in. DNA reporting and replacing Sam Mbangazu. And here is Cameron Boozer, free throw good. And it's a 10-point advantage again for their Explorers. So just when we saw Iowa United make a charge, here's a double team. And they swing it around underneath. Here's DNA. One-on-one coverage, jump hook, that's sweet. That was a nice-looking jumper. So that was over Jackson Richardson. So DNA finally looked like that player that could hit that little hook shot. And the zone breaker for their Explorers, Caden Boozer for 3. Lead jumps up to 11, 46-35. So they pack in the zone, does the Iowa United prep team, and then we have a zone buster in Caden Boozer. Top, Shabazz. Shabazz screen and roll. Shabazz pull-up jumper, and that just rattles out. Rebound comes down, Marcellus Jackson. Marcellus Jackson. There's Cameron Boozer. Wide open look at a short-range jumper, and that came off the iron. The other way, Calixte and Sutton White. Back over to Alexandre Calixte. Oh, the big fella almost traveled with the ball. Again, shot clock under 10. Again, DNA has the ball poked away. It was knocked away by Cameron Boozer. And here are the Explorers on the run. Will that basket count? No basket. They waved it off. 11-point lead. And Bungazu comes back in. Bodying up Cameron Boozer up top. Around that screen, Marcellus Jackson goes back over to Caden Boozer. Caden Boozer, he looked for a screen and roll. And now the drive outside Jackson. And a three-pointer on the way, and it's good for Cameron Boozer. So Cam Boozer picking up his game. He was a little frustrated earlier in this half. And then, as I said, he hit that 15-footer right before a timeout. And that was good news. There's a finish by Sam Mbungazu from Louisville, Kentucky, class of 2026. Back the other way, the ball knocked away, and Mbungazu has looking for a trailer, looking for someone to cut, and a man is down on the court. Hopefully he's okay. I didn't see what number that was. We just heard a thump. It appears to be Navon Shabazz. Slow to get up, and he is still down. Took a hard tumble. Going to take his time getting up. Finally going to roll over there and being attended to. Appears as though he might have hit his head. The medical staff is out there on the court, which is good. Everyone's out there helping him out. 3:39 to go, 51-37. The Explorers have opened up this game due mostly to the shooting of Cameron Boozer from the perimeter. Thing about Cameron Boozer, can play down the low block, can play outside, can shoot, can score. He could be a scorer for Duke, as we'll see in the future. Nice round of applause. Yeah, that's exactly who that was. Navon Shabazz, the junior. So hopefully he is okay. Class of 2026. Shaking off some cobwebs, whatever it might be. So he sits at the end of the bench. Again, really quick reaction by the trainers here to get to him. Crowd very concerned here. So it'll be Iowa United Preps basketball under their own support. Lob pass comes in to DNA. He passed on a shot. J.J. Sullivan, he's bottled up deep. Grady Jean had it. Here's Solhai. Jump stop goes up. His shot was short. Whistle and a foul. The big man gets hacked. So that foul on Eric Diame. And going to the line will be Arafan DNA, I should say. Diame with the foul. DNA from Canada, as we said. Slew of schools because you can't teach 7 feet tall. And I'm just curious how everyone's squeaking their sneakers there in the lane to try to clean up the sweat there, what have you. But DNA will get his free throws here eventually. The Boozer twins first there to help in the cleanup. All right, let's resume play here. DNA a project, right? 7 feet, 280, but misses that one bad again. Poor free throw shooting. Think he's going to have to be better, perhaps better condition. We don't know because they just play him in spurts here tonight. And the second free throw was good. He does have, I would work a ton on that very short jump hook because that could be lethal. That could be absolutely lethal. Cameron Boozer underneath, and we've got the flush by Diame. Everyone was napping. Nap no more. Outside, that was Gertie Jean. The shot now falling for J.J. Sullivan. He's missed his last 4 triples. Taken away by Cameron Boozer. 2:50 to go. Let's see what else Cam Boozer has in the bag. No, it's going to be his brother Caden Boozer. His fadeaway jumper from 14, no. Tapped around, and it is picked up by Diame. And back up top, Caden Boozer. Boozer had the ball slapped away by Sullivan momentarily. Takes it all the way inside, throws it up, and the finish underneath for Jackson Richardson. So Richardson, he has had a pretty quiet night compared to the 24 he had last night. And here is JJ once again. Sullivan, no. 2 minutes remaining. Hesitation on the dribble. Stutter step outside Cam Boozer. They might try Showtime again, or rather Caden Boozer. Cam Boozer looking to fire up a 3 if they get it to him. And there he goes. And that comes up short. He was just waiting there for his, hey, brother, throw me the ball, man. Come on. Outside, Khalil, Sutton White underneath. Arafat Diane off glass for 2. As soon as he learns, too, how to position himself, rather green and raw, but will definitely be a project and could be a big one because you can't teach 7 feet, nor can you have a 7-footer who weighs 280 pounds sitting on your bench. Outside Caden Boozer. Here's Cam. Whips it around on the wing. And that was intended for Jackson Richardson. Off the steal. And that ball's deflected out of bounds. Solhai was there on the penetration. 59 seconds remaining. 3 more games to go here tonight. Exciting hoops action from Coronado High School. And that shot is going to bound in. Shot by Khalil Sutton White. And I thought that he missed it. Well, he did. And then he got a favorable bounce in the lane. That little floater is good for Cameron Boozer. 57-43. 40 seconds remaining here. Outside, 3-point attempt, Solhai. Air ball. Rebound taken down, Marcellus Jackson. That should be about it. So Cameron Boozer, Caden Boozer, put on a show once again. So whistle, and that ball was taken away. They're going to call a foul, though. So it stays with the Explorers. Christopher Columbus High School. Caden Boozer out of the backcourt. No more shots to be taken. We have a foul. Why? Why foul? Rayon Solhai. His third personal foul. Oh, wait. Before we get on the bus, we still have 2 more team fouls to go. Fouls to give. Okay. No more fouls. Let's end this. Here's Boozer into the forecourt. Time winding down, and that will do it. Your final score from Coronado High School here in the Border League. It was the Explorers 57 and Iowa United Prep 43. That is the final score. And propelled tonight, the Explorers by the Boozer brothers, who played very well, especially Cameron after, like I said, a little bit of a rough patch there in the second half and just came out of it. A rough patch was, 3 misses in a row. Coming up next, Redemption Christian against the host team, Air NATO. That's coming your way next. Stay with us here on League Ready and tonight's action. The Border League presented by the United States Marine Corps, and we'll return with the start of our next game after this.